Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D Land 2, newest session of the Zodiac campaign. Now, before we jump right into the action, as per usual, we have a few announcements to make. The first one is going to be our Patreon. If you want to join our fantastic community, either as a player, but also now as a dungeon master, please consider joining our Patreon. The link in the description below, or if you're watching the VOD of this, it's down there as well. Keep in mind, we only have so many seats for other dungeon masters to join into the community before we have to grow considerably to enter them games. However, we do plan on having a lot of more slots opening up for masters who can pass my quality control test, and we will see who among them can fit into our community best. We also have a comic series that's going to start coming out at the beginning of next month, where we are watching the new Embrace campaign, but the one that I originally wrote for a group of characters that I originally played. It was meant to be a story before it turned into a D&D world. You know, life. But yeah, if you want to follow along with that comic series and get your votes in, it would be very, very good for you to do that. But don't worry. If you want to support us through other means, we also have a lot of medias. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. You can find us on any of these platforms. Give us a like, follow, sub, any of that other jazz. We right now have a, Wyatt, you would probably remember. I said last week if we hit like 60 subs by the end of this weekend, we would have some type of special thing. It wasn't the mime.
It was going to be a 12-hour...
A 12-hour D&D stream, yes. So if we hit 60 subs by the end of this weekend, I will run D&D for 12 fucking hours straight. So do you want to torture me? Do you? It'll be a hell of a one-shot. All you have to do is gift a bunch of subs to the community and other people out there. It'll be great. And of course, we have another one that if we hit 100 subs by the end of summer, we will have a Gnome-a-thon, which means I will run a one-shot where everybody gets to play Gnome. And if they save Gnomes Town, then I will integrate gnomes into my games, not as monstrous creatures, but as standard playable race. Y'all really love torturing. Anyways, Reagan, tell us what happened. Tell us what happened last time.
Okay, so we...
Wyatt, I fucking hate you.
Dramatically leave...
I'm sorry. 25 gifted subs, Wyatt, I fucking hate you.
Woo!
Did we just get into a 12-hour one?
4 more for a 12-hour stream of D&D.
Give me until after this, and then we'll have 4 more.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
So,
you're going to do the 12-hour stream, because I'm going to do it too on Thursday when I get paid.
Oh, God.
That's coming.
So, how do I sign up for this 12-hour one?
Well, we'll go over that when we're not playing. Okay, apparently. All right.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
If you want to play, you can play. It's cool.
Yes. Very exciting. So, as we were dramatically walking away from a basement fire that caught up with us, we moved into a guest area that's really old, has some magic infused into it, and we start passing by these statues and signs of deities, and we have no clue who they are, except for Reese, who points out that they are not as worshipped as heavily in this plane, but they are elsewhere, and they're all absolutely evil and awful beings. Some of them have some divining bowls in front of them, so it's very clear that whoever's living here has been in contact with them. As we approach, Markov starts singing insults at Reagan and trying to get into her head, and she plays along as everyone is spending a few moments moving ahead, looking for traps, trying to find out where he is to get the beat on him. So, the long-awaited fight starts when Markov pops out of hiding and uses his augment to split into 3, and we're playing a little bit of that game where you put the ball under the cups and you fling them around a little bit. That's pretty much what the fight looked like, in that one of the... because we attacked him in his lair, we ended up in different rooms, split off with each other, with him, in different parts. And he kept mixing it up to try and shuffle us around into a advantageous situation and try to keep clear of Gabby. That was kind of what he was working on. So as the fight continued, we started wearing him down. We managed to knock out one of his selves, and Reagan, in anger, punched and broke a mask, and we realized that it was none other than Leonidas under that mask, who is Leo's champion. And so that just kind of deepened everything up a little bit. So we realized that there's some sort of chain that is like wrapped around him, wrapped through him, I think. And then we get shuffled around again. And slowly, surely, we work our way through the other Markovs. Find out that one is Adrian. The other one is Lazova. I'm saying that correctly? Lazova, okay. I had not met him yet, so... Reagan, kind of seeing the resemblance between Adrian and Lucian, decides to just continue beating Adrian's face into the floor. But Gabby makes the decision to stabilize them. We'll see how that works out. Both of them also have chains in their neck that are chains of servitude. So we're figuring out how that works. And we finally got the killing blow on Markov, the original Markov. Between Reagan and Iblis and Imperial's Shadowhound, we were able to finish him off before... Is it Marcella, is her name?
Yes.
Made it in there to drain him. So I think we're gonna have to deal with some consequences from that, because Iblis very clearly went and then shot Markov the final time. So we're gonna have to see where that goes.
So, let me first just say, Wyatt, Cade, Adam, thank you all very, very much. We will be having a 12-hour stream, apparently. Not starting today, of course, because I have many sessions, but we will be scheduling it for the very near future. And because it is being so heavily requested, if we hit 100 by the end of this session, it will be a 12-hour Nomathon. I will follow through with both goals in one go.
Oh my god.
12 hours of all players playing gnomes. You all must really hate me or really like me. I can't tell. Probably yes.
We'll probably hate ourselves after 12 hours of gnomes.
Reese, I agree. Gnomes are useless.
So what I'm getting here is that we must all combine our collective wallets to torture Jero.
Also, the hype train's just about to end. Ah!
29 away.
19.
It's at
29,
407%.
407% my usual hypeness. Hey!
Oh, no.
It's success. Share that hype train, everybody. Good job.
What is this?
Oh. I think now we have to get back to the game.
I don't think we have an option.
By the way, all of you that supported in the hype train, be sure to check out your new fantastic emotes. Choo-choo! There you go. So yes, back D&D. We're playing games. I get paid to do this. Lost my number 3. As you're all standing around, Marcellus stands up, wiping the blood off of her lips and snarling towards Iblis.
No.
Made a bad mistake. She seems unfazed by you.
Iblis is just growling.
Now, I will not know if that was the real him.
What do you mean, real him?
Consuming the last drip of his blood gives the one who consumes it the ability to control those born underneath him. Created by him.
Oh, so me. Okay.
I offered you some.
Yeah.
You remember she motioned for you to participate as well.
Yeah.
If I would have gained that power, I would know he is dead.
Still has another half.
She scoffs and starts walking away.
Well, Iblis, I'm honestly surprised you still have a neck.
Never made it to over. And don't like vampires. I'm gonna walk up to Markov. Look at his body.
Okay.
Imperial is going to playfully put his hands over Reagan's ears. Hey.
So as you
I
look
would
at
like-
as you are
Sorry.
looking at the body, he is lying there on the ground, neck tilted at an awkward angle, hood drawn, mask covering the entirety of his.
Reagan will reach down and take off the mask.
Oh, I have an idea.
Damn it, Wyatt! All right, 12-hour nomathon.
It's on now. It's gonna be amazing.
Wyatt. I don't think you get paid that much on a soldier salary.
Oh no, I did. I'm very high ranked for.
Also, he's not a soldier.
Wow, are you an officer?
Sort of. Like,
Okay.
I
Warrant
am-
officer?
no, I'm in the Air Force. We don't have those.
Yeah,
You don't have those?
yeah, he's Air Force. He's not a soldier. Big difference. Better pay. Better seats.
Cheer Force.
They don't call him the Cheer Force for nothing.
Yeah.
Is it the F-22s you're working on?
No, I'm calm. Like communications. and-
But anyways, everybody, thank you so much. This is fantastic. We can end the stream here. Every great time. But no. As
about
one
performance?
serious note, since we have so many people in this game who are so zealous about it, do you want the 12-hour to stream happen during this game? It'll be a one-shot. The Nomathon.
When does it start?
It'll start normal time and end, well, 12 hours later.
It's gonna be a Friday night to
A Saturday.
12 hours. Yeah, 7 from, oh god.
Yeah.
Yes,
I don't know about that.
absolutely.
Let's discuss
I
it
don't-
in
I
the
don't know.
Discord. Discuss it in the Discord.
I was hoping it would start earlier at some point.
I
I
couldn't.
abhor gnomes.
I agree. This is why they did it to me.
If I do, I'll play a garden gnome.
Anyways,
You
Reagan,
would be my lucky animal.
you reach down, removing the mask. You see a pale complexion with a cross scar against their cheek. The eyes are black, the iris, still open, but the jaw slack. Aside from the scar, looks very, very ordinary. Very average, unassuming.
Not what I was expecting.
Hey, I have a slight solution that probably won't work.
Iblis, you get a message in your mind from Lucian.
Oh, I wasn't gonna talk. I was gonna type it, but alive. He's dead. Help me burn him.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Anyone want to look through his stuff? And Reagan is just like twirling the knife, so we can figure out what all he has.
Did you take his knife?
Yeah, she's got it.
Okay.
Well, she had one from the clones.
Reese is cataloging everything around them.
Anyone mind if I have his mask?
Imperial, who is currently trying to cut through the neck of Markov. It's like, oh yeah, sure. Tosses it over to you.
You should let Lucian look at it first.
That also.
I wasn't going to put it on
How
Lush.
sneaky?
without Lucian taking a look at it.
Yes, Reese?
How sneaky are you, Regan? I wonder if the mask is about disguise. I wonder if it serves a purpose or is it just a mundane contraption.
Well,
It's
that's
a
kind of why we're
trophy.
giving it to Lucian.
Yeah.
It's a trophy. Whether I use it or not depends on how useful it is.
Now,
If
go ahead.
if it's for disguise purposes, I might be able to make good use out of it.
Not this one.
Okay.
Now, in the other room, Lucian, Gabby, you're both kind of catching your breath, and you see Marcella walking through. She looks down at the disguised figures in Markov's clothes and starts raising her hand, and nails extending long as she starts aiming down towards their chest.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on?
They are slaves.
Okay. What are you doing?
He is still alive. He does not need any safety.
Well, are you removing the things or are you killing them?
Killing. I'm not a mage. I don't know. All I know
Yeah, well,
is my hand will penetrate through.
Well, why don't you let Lucian take a look, because he is a mage.
We've had dealings with these people and they were chosen as kind of a fuck you to us, so I'd rather not kill them.
Aren't they already dead?
They were stabilized by Gabby, but y'all are in the
Oh.
bottom room, not up here.
Okay.
Somebody, I hear people talking in the background. Please mute yourself. So, Lucian, go ahead. She's giving you a moment, but she's standing there cross-armed, just staring down at them.
All right, well, I'll take a look and examine the. So you said though there isn't one of those things in Adrian, or is there?
There is not. There's no chain attached into his body. However, you can see through the illusion or falsehood that he is wearing that he has chains wrapping all around his body.
So
They're
it's
not
almost
physically there. Not
worse
sure
for
where
him.
they are.
Mhm. Well, I'll examine the one in Lazova. Maybe we can dispel it or something.
roll me. Well, the Arcana check previously told you a lot of information about it. Right now, what I need is a medicine check.
Medicine.
I'll help you with that, and I'll give you guidance.
All right, so I have help and guidance.
Yeah.
Still could be pretty bad.
Roll your d4.
13.
You can't think of a way to remove the chain without harming the body. Based off of the pressure over the heart and where the chain enters into them, it's wrapped around their heart. So if you tried to open them up and remove it, they would need a resurrection spell to bring them back. Revivify could not handle.
Isn't it magic?
It is, but you're not sure what trying to dispel magic could do since it's wrapped so tightly around them.
Okay.
You can try, but sometimes when you expel magic, it pulls, it yanks, it contorts. It goes back to the form it was meant to be in. And if it tries ejecting itself from the body, it could do that through the heart. And Revivify will not bring back somebody who doesn't have their heart in.
Bringing a whole new meaning to a heart in the right place.
Well, I'm not sure if we can get this out just yet. Is there any reason to believe that this curse or whatever would leave, since I've heard that Markov has been killed?
I do not know the full nature of this curse.
Okay.
I know it allows him to control people, and for him to imbue his consciousness into theirs.
Hey, Jiro.
Yeah.
Would Gabby know if she cast Death Ward on him and his heart was ripped out? Would he not die?
No.
Okay.
He would die.
So
Sorry.
he dropped to
It's like-
1 hit point, and then after that, immediately bleed out from not having a heart.
Yeah.
Got it.
Now just imagining a headless
even
Lasova running around.
Thing, Lucian?
Sorry, Lucian.
I believe it does say in Death Ward that if you suffer catastrophic damage that's instant death, Death Ward doesn't help you.
Yeah.
I might be wrong, but I think that's in there.
Even if it isn't, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
he looks over at you.
Well, Gabby, what do you think we should do? We kind of said we wouldn't kill him.
I do have what I need to cast Resurrection once.
Yeah, but I think we need that for other people.
Whenever we go back, I have the stuff also for Revivify. For our bodies, and then pretty soon I'll have what I need to do true Resurrection. Once we talk to What's-His-Face.
Well, I believe Lady Marcel's talking about killing both of these people.
All of them. Was there only the 3 bodies?
I only know of these 2. There was one in the other room, but I hear things from in there, so I don't know if he's dead anymore.
You hear right now the doors being slammed against from in there.
with my high passive, do I hear this conversation echoing?
It's really far away. Sorry.
Yeah, because if I get a window, I might be able to help too, but I don't know anything right now.
Where is the other body? Point me. Or do you care about that one as well?
No, that one's Dick.
Fine, point me.
Who's the other one?
It's up over there.
Leonidas.
Yeah.
She opens the door,
Oh, yeah, no, I don't care about Leonidas.
and before you two can really realize what's happening, She comes dragging his body out, heart convulsing in her hand.
Yeah, that fucking guy.
You also see that his chest cavity is starting to regrow already.
God damn it. See, this fucking guy, you can't kill him.
Well, what if we put him somewhere?
And why can't we kill him?
Because he's like one of the champions of Leo, and Leo like won't let him die or something.
So we have to find another champion to kill him.
I guess. I don't know.
Great.
All I know is we killed this guy like a couple times.
Well, in the meantime, I'm going to bring his body to Gavin. Gavin should be able to keep this sustainably dead for a while at least. And she just keeps dragging him by his, like, open chest cavity.
Clearly, we all missed out on an infinite source of organs.
Lucian, you think with our skills combined, you'd be able to get rid of the magic and I'd be able to keep their heart and body intact?
Maybe. I mean, don't have a whole lot left.
I think we would
But-
need some time before we do it.
Yeah. I think we could. I mean, given time, and it's just,
I would at least like to try.
well, yeah.
Oh, Lady Marcella left the room.
Yeah. She drug the body of Leonidas with her.
So these two are like okay in this room?
They're stable. They can come back to consciousness any hour.
Do you feel comfortable leaving them here and going checking out what's going on with Markov?
Yeah, they shouldn't be up for a little while at least.
Leave your spiritual weapon. If one of them gets up, just ding them.
It's probably gone by now.
I don't think I would know that
Okay.
they're up.
Which spiritual weapon would?
No, it wouldn't.
It's not. It doesn't know things.
I don't know.
It's just an
Thought
extension.
maybe you
of
give a
my
command,
soul.
like if either of these guys stand up, hit them.
Clerics are
No.
I don't know how
not
spiritual weapons work.
wizards. Wizards are the smart ones.
All right, well let's go check this out.
Okay.
I gotta see Markov's.
So go ahead and move yourselves down there. As you come down, you bump into Iblis.
Where are you going?
What's going on?
Oh, I was gonna screw with those gods and look at the other bodies.
Hey, last time you messed with those guys, you went blind, so be careful.
I
You
can
messed
handle
with
myself.
gods?
Dragon Imperial investigation, either by both of you or one assisting the other.
I am assisting Imperial.
All right, cool.
What are you guys
Question.
doing?
This is probably happening while you two were having your conversation.
All right.
What was your question, Imperial?
If I cast, so speak with dead,
Yeah.
clarifies that that the corpse can't be undead. If an undead has been actually killed,
They're still considered undead.
dang it. All right, I'll just keep his head then.
Well,
Now they're re-dead.
We each have our trophy.
23.
I will take his left toe.
I was not expecting you to say toe.
Was it the big or the
I-
pinky?
Doesn't matter.
Yes. Which one, Imperial?
Honestly, I was joking to be honest, but
Which one? I would like to know.
the big toe. If he has a long toenail, just a stabling implement.
His toes are perfectly groomed and pedicured,
Useless.
as if they've never grown past the state they are currently in.
Oh yeah. Maybe Graveshore has long toenails. I am joking. Jesus. Anyway, for the
So
23,
Imperial has a fetish, everybody, in case you were wondering.
I thought we all agreed that Imperial is his own fetish.
That's fair enough.
Is it
Yeah.
possible
Yeah.
to determine if objects or items that are in this place are potentially magical with arcana checks, or it has to be the spells?
You can try to individually look at objects and things and roll an arcana to see.
Okay, that's basically Reese is going to do. He needs to fund his operation. He's looking for expensive things that they can take. Sorry, they are looking for expensive things.
Then at that point it's investigation. But anyways.
Okay, arcana and investigation. Yeah.
Just investigation. You're investigating for expensive things. Magic is sometimes expensive, but there are mundane things that are very expensive.
Okay, I want to do both, is my point, though.
For the purposes of what you've expressed, it is investigation.
Okay. Here it comes.
Now, Imperial. With your 23 Imperial,
Oh.
you start looting through the body. You open up the cloak and you see the very fine-looking studded leather armor protecting it. You easily pick through some of the side pockets and compartments inside of it, pulling out different weapons. You find about 6 daggers, 3 darts, 2 vials of poison, 3 potion. You find a long chain connected to a long chain connected to a bronze box. Find a necklace made out of silver that has a rabbit's foot at the end of it.
Huh. Not so lucky now, are you? And Imperial's just kicking him.
That's about everything you find.
So, rabbit's necklace, bronze box with a chain attached to it, various different... Are they finely made weapons?
None of them are cheaply.
What about his augment?
Well, you have the...
You have the dagger. You look at the
It's-
augment
Is it in the augment? I mean, in the dagger?
at the very bottom of it.
Okay. And just as a... Do all 3 daggers have to be, like, brought together for it to work?
You don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, that's definitely a question for Lucian.
Right.
Lucian!
However, Reese, you've been investigating during this time as well. In this room alone, let me move everybody out so I can just ping it. By the way, Imperial, I think your puppy lasts for a minute, right?
Found the villain woman.
10 minutes? Alright, Iblis, Adrian is now Hunter's marked. As you're kind of looking through, you find this very large, ornate-looking bowl made purely out of gold, with gems encrusted on the outside of it. It's probably really expensive. It weighs about 10 pounds. This throw rug, despite the blood, if you could clean that out of there, because right now there's a lot of it in there, looks incredibly old. It's made out of incredibly fine-looking, probably yak hair or something like that. That looks beautiful, ostentatious. Could probably sell for a pretty penny. That's about 20 pounds. Aside from that, in this room, there are these metal vases, that seem to have tracings of gold and platinum throughout them. If it could be melted down, it could probably be fairly valuable. Each of them weighs 10 pounds.
Can I melt them down with fire?
You would need a kindle, not just a blast, 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 blast. It's a persistent flame to melt the metals away.
Okay, there's a bowl there, right?
There
made
is.
out of gold.
There is.
But those vases won't fit into that. Is that what you're saying?
Not in their current shapes, no.
So if I break him and then put him in there, I can make a little liquid money out of it.
You can certainly try.
As the resident expert on fire bullshit, I recommend you leave this to professionals.
Well, are you in the room?
Yes, everybody was still in the room. I just moved you out so I
Okay.
could show you what I was talking
Okay.
about.
So you pretty much understanding through his body language what he's planning to do. Well, what Reese is planning to do,
You're
I
dealing-
guess. Let's go with that.
Can I say one thing? You're dealing with a dragon. He knows when you're looking at shit.
He knows when you're looking at
Or
gold.
rather,
Yeah.
yes.
So are you offering to help?
No, he's just telling you what probably should or should not be doing.
So I need to make these much more portable for them to serve my purposes. And the best way I can think of doing that at the moment is to liquidify them.
Ocean. Do you still have the
I
bag of
don't
holding?
even. Yeah, I do. I don't even know if I'm in the room yet.
Now you would probably be walking in. I was just letting them do something
Yeah.
while you were doing something, so it doesn't.
Yeah. I understand.
I mean, if it's all right by you, I would like to do some collecting, if you know what I mean. Because
I'm all for looting. I just want to make sure none of this stuff is trapped before
that
you
is
touch
also important. And looting is such a coarse word, if you ask me. I don't
It's
see it that way.
accurate.
Plunder and loot, but we all have to pay for our costs somehow.
I'm not judging. I'm living in a dead guy's house, or I was.
Oh, you
Wait,
took
whose?
over the place that you existed from somebody? Okay.
Yeah, we
even
killed
more
him, and I took his house. It was a good house.
Well, I guess
Whose
it goes
house?
with the reality that we find ourselves in.
It was a beautiful house.
So,
Again,
since I am new to your little group over here, I don't know how your processes work, but do you split what you find evenly, or do I get a cut, or how does this exactly work?
we usually just sort of, kind of group it all together, and everybody gets what they need. I mean,
I'm good
It's
with
not-
that.
Money-wise, we split it. Item-wise, we discussed this. Now, this is
Okay.
me we're talking about. I am not the best person to be talking to about this.
I propose.
I
I
mean,
mean,
costs. Yeah, things do cost, but my main thought at the immediate moment is everything that we've heard is that this is an ancient vampire. I want his heart.
Are you planning to do what I think you're planning to do?
you.
I can help.
You want to cut his heart out? Is that
I
what you're
want-
going for?
To make an augment out of his heart and see what it does.
And you can't do that because
Well,
no,
currently
he's-
his heart is in his body.
Not much longer, and Reagan will whip out.
What? Don't.
What?
Can't fuck it up. You got to do this very carefully.
I am not judging your abilities to carve out the hearts of your enemies.
you need a
But-
surgeon. Is that it?
Yeah, we need to very
Steady
carefully extract it without damaging it in any way.
All right, Gabby, will you guide me? I have steady hands. Just tell me where it is and where I need to cut.
Wouldn't you like
That's a
somebody
good point.
to help you with it too?
I mean, are we in a rush to cut the heart out? Why can't we get professional help to do this for us? Is it going to
I think
expire?
usually needs to be done pretty quickly after the person.
Okay, so it needs to be cut
well,
fresh.
who are we gonna go to for professional help? Hi, we just killed this ancient vampire that was living in your city undetected and feeding off of your people. Here, can you cut his heart out for us before, and so that we can leave an entire group of vampires here with you before we leave, and use it to make powerful artifacts like that?
You know, you would likely be branded.
He's
as
just saying
witch
as she's got
within,
like the knife just like on his chest.
Hold on, Reagan. Let me
Sure,
get
if you
Evelyn
have-
at least so that she can help you.
Oh look, Marcella's back.
With
MLS.
enough money, you can persuade anyone.
Hey, what's going on?
Ibby, will
I-
you come help Reagan cut the heart out of this vampire?
Only if you never call me Ibby again.
Too late, it's happening.
I'm staying here.
Reagan. All right, Reagan, I'll give you some pointers.
All right, there you go.
Am I doing it or?
It has to be Imperial or Lucian that helps because they're the only ones who know how the augment system.
Oh, I thought I was cutting it out.
Yeah, this is a part of the augment system. They're the only ones who know how to harvest it properly.
Okay. So what kind of check am I making here?
You're gonna have to give me a survival check. You have to get that heart out perfectly and unscathed.
Okay,
think
and I
you
have
can do it?
advantage and guidance.
Up,
Can I also give her my bardic inspiration?
you can.
I am proficient in survival.
So you can help. I remember
Alright.
why you took that proficiencies is for this.
I wanted, yeah. All right.
I just help with making it. I don't take it out of the body.
I'm usually pretty good at extracting these things.
So I
D4.
D4 for the bardic
Did you give her
D4 for
inspiration?
guidance.
guidance.
Yes.
24.
And the D10 for bardic.
All right. So you
It
get
was
over
a
30.
DC 30. To harvest
Hey.
his heart. The heart of an ancient creature.
We did it.
All right.
Also, I'm kind of losing my voice.
That's fair. Also, Divinity Rose, thank you for the follow. I think somebody gifted you a sub. Welcome to the community.
Oh
That's
my.
Yeah. Ooh, that was such a shitty roll, Iblis.
To be fair, with the same rules of the D4 and D10, you would have made it.
True, true. But anyways, you slowly and precisely use your family sword, because that's what you're more familiar with, to slice the chest open, cutting underneath the breast pocket in order to open it wide. Once inside, you have to look at the intricate wrapping tendrils that seem to be hugging and contorting around it, and breaking open the cage without harming the chest itself or putting pressure against them. Once you have
Kind of
that,
a poetic justice in this.
you go down to the arteries and you slowly and precisely slice them, even to the point where you cut into your finger to make sure you get it along the very proper groove. And you cut all the way around. And after about 30 minutes or so, you're holding the heart of an ancient creature.
And the fly lands on it and you smack it.
All right. I will take possession, wrap it up, put it in my
Bag of holding.
stuff.
Wait, do you still have the bag of holding?
I never had a bag of colding.
Don't you have that bracelet?
What?
We're talking about the bracelet that had the thing with the thing.
Like
with
the dragon in it?
The-
and
The one that your good friend gave you, Lucian?
Oh yeah, that one. I thought you were referring to like a bag of colding or something. But I don't know if that has any open things in it. Let me check my.
It's the only way to preserve it.
And I don't have gentle repose.
Trying to find where I wrote down that. I think it had 2 things in it, and then it had 1 open.
It had one open.
Can't find it in my notes, but yes, I will preserve it with that.
You take out one of the beads and you hold it against the heart as the bead expands around it, grabbing, shrinking back down to fit perfectly on your bracelet.
Man, I need to put dates in my notes. It's so hard
Where'd
to
you get
figure
that?
out.
Oh. Stream die? I think. Yep, stream died. Doesn't matter. While you're all sitting down here, you hear the heavy
Oh, it's
footsteps of Marcella and Gavin.
Hey, how you doing?
Gavin smiles at you. We're fine. By the way, my numbers have depleted down to double digits.
Well,
That is not an optimistic 99 then.
We don't have an exact count. However, we do have that individual under our repost right now.
excellent. Keep an eye on that guy. He's tricky.
Well, he did regenerate himself while Gavin was holding him. He reached for his weapon, struck at Gavin, and Gavin crushed his head. I don't think he's as tricky as you claim.
Been there, done that. Hey, it's not hard to kill the guy. You just can't keep him dead. As I said, we've killed him many times.
Hey,
And he always shows back up, even more pissed off than the last time, usually with more guys to help him.
Last time I met him, he wanted me to cut his hair for some reason.
Well, that
He
was...
is an individual of weird renown.
Fascinating. Well, my agents and myself are taking over the castle now. We're going to scour every corner, be sure that there is no more remains of his generals or himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you go to
Hey,
the
wait.
west, it may or may not be on fire.
You lit the castle on fire.
Didn't light the castle on fire, but I was in a room, and when I left the room, it was on fire.
She just
know.
looks at Imperial.
Imperial is indignant at this moment.
I'm a mage. Most times, when you leave a room, it's on fire.
Believe it or not, it was Reagan. I think.
No, it was me.
How was you?
I may have encouraged him.
I was busy admiring my family tree, and the last thing I knew, everything was on fire. It was not my fault.
Lucian, give me a Constitution saving.
Oh, go.
For what? Is this
Do it.
spell
No.
things? So no advantage? Alright. 8.
You feel a pain enter into your chest. When you look down, there appears to be a wound centered right underneath all of your vital organs. Everybody else, aside from Imperial and Reese, you start feeling this pain as well.
What the hell was that?
Didn't you wait, how did you get here?
Are they crumpling from pain, or how are they reacting to it?
I mean, they're heroes. They take the pain, but it
Okay.
is a notable pain.
What
You
is this
alright?
for?
My question still stands. How did you get to me?
Are you asking the
Well,
group?
Yeah,
I
I think he
remember-
is. Yeah.
we
I remember
know...
a vague explanation. Something about dying.
Yeah, we all killed ourselves.
So yeah, I will make mention of the fact that, all right, everybody, I think it's been great, but I think it might be time to go.
Wait, hold on, what?
Well, we kind of shifted through the realms of, stuff.
Wait, take me with you.
I don't know if that can happen, man. But I'm
Reese-
working on it.
Will Reese be able to make it back okay? Gabby looks over
I don't
at
even
it.
know how he got
Her.
here.
Whoa!
Hey.
Hold on. Let's rewind here for a second. You have traveled between planes to get here, and you need to go back now. Is that what you're telling me?
I mean, if you consider life and death 2 different planes.
So you're all actually dead at the moment,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes and no.
and you need to go back to being life. And there's this being life. Like, where are you going to be alive in?
I'm assuming
Kind of
somewhere
the same
safe.
place. But
We'll be in the Zodiac, but you were already on your way there, weren't you?
Oh, isn't this Zodiac that we're in right now?
Yes,
No, this-
it is.
Is it? No, this is death. We're dead.
No, we
No,
went
this is
through-
Zodiac.
We went through the one plane and then went through a door to the present. So now we're like, it's complicated. But yeah,
Okay,
I think
is-
it's time to go back.
Where are
Gabby,
we
I
on
need a con
Zodiac?
save.
Is it a twinned plane? Like, there's a reflection plane that is like running parallel to the one that you're in right now? I'm just curious.
Gabby, you drop to
Fascinating.
your knees in a lot of pain, but you are holding yourself here for the time being.
It was another
Are we being
plane.
called back?
I think so.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is Zodiac.
How am I going to find you all? Any way for me to track you?
How'd you find us the first time?
Well, I
Okay,
think
okay.
my fate is intertwined with our esteemed cleric,
Iblis.
but I don't know
Con save.
how that's going to present itself to me if you're gone.
Well, I can send you a message and tell you where to meet us.
So,
We could try that too.
I hate to be the negative Nancy in this group, but I don't really want most of you to die. And I'm not quite sure what is happening.
As you're saying this, Imperial, Iblis, you slap Adrian in the face and his eyes kind of spark, but then you disappear.
I thought they were waking up Gabby first.
They tried to.
So they puff out? They just blink out?
Iblis is the only one not in the room. Continue, Imperial.
So, honestly, most of you, I would be fine with not dying, especially that one, and I pointed Lucian. So, I highly suggest you don't die.
Reagan,
Please.
con save.
Yeah, we need to.
Oh, God.
Go back.
I'm gonna be lonely again.
You managed to stay here and stave off the pain, but you are buckling to your knee.
I figured out a lot of things, man. You won't be here for long.
I sure hope so. Do you know how long I felt like I've been in here?
No.
Give or take. Couple hundred.
That's rough.
Yeah, I learned a lot of things, honestly.
Lucian, con
And
save.
I also learned how to notice people kinda dying. Especially you at the moment.
Lucian, now you're buckling under the pain as well, but you are staying here.
For the love
All right.
of
All
all
I
that's
gotta
me,
say is, we gotta go.
go!
Gabby,
Jesus.
you feel
So
that pain entering you again. Do you resist it?
Time to leave.
Would I have time to say something to Lady Marcella before I go?
I'll give you 3 words. Right now. In the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9.
We'll be friends.
Gabby, you disappear.
Oh, for the... So, I don't know what happens when all of these assholes disappear, but it was fun dealing with vampires for once instead of just doors.
Reagan,
was great seeing you again,
You
man.
feel the pain again? Do you resist?
Hold on.
No,
5
but-
people.
She'll just look at Marcella and be like, and just say, "Take care," before she goes.
Disappear. Lucian, you feel it again.
I'm gonna tell Imperial that, believe me, I've been working towards this. We're gonna figure it out, and I'm gonna disappear.
Okay.
So, Imperial and Reese, the two of you are left alone here, looking at each other, not knowing what just happened. Marcella and Gavin looking equally as what the fuck confused. And you hear,
So-
walking around the corner and leaning against the wall, is Adrian, woken up by Iblis and entering the room. But this is where we're taking our break. Everybody, the party is going to have some downtime as they try to find each other and their proper locations. Don't go anywhere.